Hello traders, David White here, having a quick look at the DAX opening range trades. Often if you can get a good opening range trade on the DAX, you can pack up for the day with a good amount of points and take the rest of the day off. There's old trader's wisdom that says the high or low for the day will often be made in the first hour. So what I've got on this chart is this band here, the high and the low are between 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock in the morning. This is the opening session. The DAX opens at 7 o'clock UK time. 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock high, and I'm looking for an open drive, so effectively from this dotted line, which is the open line, for it to drive, or in this case what I call a test drive. It tests one way. In this case it's trying to close a gap and then drives the other way. That would have been a nice trade. I have to work out why it stopped where it did, but either way, looking at a 5-minute chart, you got plenty of warning. It was fairly strong till the first red candle. Second red candle, if you'd have got your stop on the bottom of that candle, you'd have happy days. Go and take the rest of the day off. So let's look back. I've got about 10 days worth of DAX opening ranges, or 10 days worth of chart with the opening ranges highlighted. Let's just have a look at each day, because often the opening range, as in this case, will pretty much set the tone for the day. And if you look, by the end of the day, it's still within the opening range. It did duck out and duck back in a couple of times, but effectively the opening range dictated the day's trade. Effectively, that it went nowhere. If you look, this dotted line here is the midline for the opening range, and it's just bounced around the midline all day. So the open drive here, how many points is that? Let's have a look. It is 81 points. That's not bad. It would, whether or not you'd have. Let's have a look back. There's nothing the prior day. There's no reason that I can see particularly for it to stop here. 80 points from the open. It's a fairly big move in quick succession. It can do a lot more, but certainly if you got 50, 60 out of that, I think I'd have been happy. And then this chop until here, until lunchtime, 13:30. I guess there was probably some news out then, and then it chopped around. This move here wasn't too bad, but look how the opening range again dictated the day. So I think that was Friday, Thursday, Wednesday. This will be Wednesday. Again, opening range pretty much contained the price action. We broke out of it a couple of times, coming back in. These break back in trades, I've got a way that I trade these that maybe I'll talk about at some point. So this would be Tuesday. Here's our open rate. This is a test drive. Look, it tests, crosses the open line, pushes down, and actually there's a gap here that it opened and closed the gap. I'd have been looking to exit around here. Not sure what I would have done with all of this stuff, but the open drive is what I'm looking for in this video, and an open drive there, or a test drive crossing back over the open, that's the trade for me. Monday, okay, open line, pretty good drive there. Let's see how many points this one went by. 121 points. A little bit of a fake pullback here. One green 5-minute candle. I'd normally like to see two to think about any kind of reversal. But again, if you're looking for an open drive, here we go, and it did continue through with a break lower from there. Another nice trade. 5, 10, 15 minutes you could get yourself. Well, it runs 77, you could have got 40, 50 points out of that, I'm sure. So that was just a brief look back at last week. On Monday, I'm going to be trading the Open live on YouTube, and that's the first trade of the day for me. The open range trade or open drive trade, I beg your pardon, is all I'll be looking for the first half an hour to an hour. After the opening range has been set, then I change style and start to look at scalping intraday, especially if it's within that opening range hour. And I'll be making more videos about how I go about that as time goes on. But if you want to join me, tomorrow is it's the 29th of Sunday the 29th of October today, so it's the 30th, Monday the 30th tomorrow. I'll be looking to go live around about 7:45 UK time to catch the DAX Open and see if we can jump on an open drive. If there isn't one, well, we'll have to then plan for later, what happens later in the day. Hopefully I'll see some of you tomorrow.